to an astonishing court decision on Friday. A federal court judge ruled you can change sex. I mean, really, you can take some drugs, you can hire a surgeon, and hey presto, a man really can be a woman instead. Sall Grover, she's the founder of a female-only networking app called Giggle, which she wanted to be a safe space for women. So when a transgender activist called Roxanne Tickle, no joke, tried to join, Grover said no. But Tickle took to the federal court claiming discrimination and won. The judge said Grover's argument that your sex was what you were born with failed because previous legal judgments had ruled that on its ordinary meaning, sex is changeable. Well, that's not very ordinary to me. Sall Grover joins me now. Look, I'm terribly sorry, Sall, that you've had this court case going against you. I hear you're taking it to the High Court, and for that I have to be grateful, but it is going to cost you. Why are you appealing? What do you hope to prove here?
Thanks, Andrew. Well, ever since I got an Australian Human Rights Commission complaint for gender identity discrimination, I've always known that the case had the potential to go to the High Court, in part because either side sort of would appeal it, basically. So I've always been prepared for that. For federal court, it cost us $500,000 in legal fees to defend ourselves that men will not be women. And for the High Court, it will be anywhere between sort of $500,000 to $800,000 to do that. And it should just be noted that if legislators actually did their jobs and ensured that the law protected everybody, they could change this for free in like a week. But instead, we will take it to the High Court and fight to ensure that women have rights and that no Australian is forced to believe the gender ideology nonsense that claims that men can be women or women can be men. It's obviously not true.
Okay, so we want two things here. One, you want the law changed very fast. Okay, that's maybe the coalition could put some sort of bill and hope that the Labor Party would support it. I don't know. So that needs to. But second, you'll need $500,000. Where can people? I'm guessing you're hoping that people will help chip in. That's a lot of money, though. How can they do this?
So we have a crowdfund. It's at gigglecrowdfund.com. And so that's how we paid for the first one. It was literally the generosity of strangers from all around the world who donated and shared the crowdfund and have supported us. And I would just be eternally grateful for it. And all I can really say is that to repay all of these incredibly generous people, because obviously I don't have $500,000 to $800,000 just sitting around for legal fees, is that I will never give up fighting this. And I am confident that eventually we're going to win. And my reason is because actually no human being has ever changed sex. And the ordinary meaning of sex, of how human beings live our lives, is that sex does not change and that male people are men and female people are women. I mean, this is like basic facts that every human being knows. So I have no doubt that we can get the world back to sanity eventually.
Well, if this is what the law says, I won't be the first to say the law is an ass. So the law also doesn't let you privately decide for yourself when trying to create your own safe space for women. The law obliges you to go along with what some judges claim, some activists claim. It makes me wonder, why is the law even getting involved in what you privately set out to create, a safe space for women who think like you do on this matter?
Yeah, I agree. I also think that the law really shouldn't be involved in somebody's subjective identity of themselves. Like, I think that if a man wants to think of himself as a woman and wear a dress, just on a basic human level, he's got every right to think whatever he wants about himself. That should be covered under freedom of belief. But to legislate that sort of everybody else then has to believe that delusion, because that's essentially what is happening. Like, anyone can think whatever they want. They can have whatever identity that they want. But the moment you're making other people to believe it, that's where we've got a conflict. And that's the crux of the issue. And, it was never actually controversial until men started to claim to be women, that for women only spaces. I mean, literally, we've had women only bathrooms, change rooms, locker rooms, gyms, book clubs, sort of social clubs. We've had women only things and male only things for a really long time. This was never controversial until men started to claim to be women and wanting to gain access to them.
Well, I find it utterly bizarre that in Australia you are now guilty of discrimination for insisting on a definition that you can go to any library and you'll find in almost any textbook on the issue, a man is a man and a woman is a woman, and surgery does not change that basic reality. Sall Grover, look, thank you so much. We'll repeat later the where people can donate to help you out, because this must be decided by someone above or in politics. Good luck to you.